Today I'm going to delve into the ranking of the most shocking foreshadowings in One Piece, explaining the deep meanings and considerations behind them in great detail. In One Piece, over many years, complex foreshadows have been woven, stunning fans time and again with the author's masterful art of bringing them to fruition. These foreshadows play a significant role in the progression of the story and the development of the characters, and their unraveling significantly enhances the charm of the narrative. In particular, the moments where the secrets of the characters' births or past events are revealed are unmissable highlights for the fans. Through these foreshadows, the richness of the story and the depth of the characters become even more pronounced. I want to explain these various foreshadows, which are a hot topic among fans in Japan, in an easy to understand and detailed manner, so please stay tuned until the end. If you find yourself amazed by the twists and turns of One Piece, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscription to the channel. And if there's a foreshadowing that made you go, "Wow, I didn't see that coming," please share the name of that foreshadow in the comments. Please note, this video contains spoilers up to the latest episodes, so watch with caution. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of One Piece. In our ranking of the most shocking foreshadows in One Piece, the 10th spot goes to the mystery surrounding the name of Raftel. This island, named by the legendary pirate king Roger, is said to mean a laughing tale. This crucial detail was elaborately depicted in the past arc of Odin. Early in the story, at Twin Cape at the entrance of the Grand Line, it was revealed through a conversation with Crocus that the final island is Raftel. Moreover, it was discovered that Roger named this island, and in Japanese it translates to a laughing tale. This revelation, hinted at around episode 100 with Crocus, took over 800 episodes to fully unravel, finally becoming clear past episode 900. This was a truly shocking development for the fans. However, many mysteries still surround Raftel. Questions linger about the location of the final road poneglyph, Roger's enigmatic words, "It was too early," and the actual location of Raftel itself. There are various theories about Raftel's location: floating in the sky, submerged under the sea, invisible like Mirage Tempo. The mysteries are endless. Also intriguing is whether Roger actually landed on Raftel. When Crocus described Raftel, he didn't say landed, but confirmed the island. Perhaps there are specific conditions to discover, land on, and ultimately to obtain the One Piece. Roger's mysterious line, "It was too soon," might also be tied to this foreshadowing. At number 9, we have the intriguing relationship between Wano Country and Shimotsuki Village. The village where Zoro is said to hail from was actually established by samurais who had illegally left Wano Country. This crucial plot point has been foreshadowed since the early stages of the story, with a clear example being the emblem of Zoro's dojo matching that of the Shimotsuki family. These hints, present since the very first volume, were finally unveiled in the Wano Country arc. Remember the shocking depiction of Kuzaburo Shimotsuki when he left Wano Country? He was the one who handed over the sword Enma to Odin in Wano, and later, after his illegal departure, ended up in East Blue. There, he saved villagers from bandits and taught them swordsmanship. He fell in love with a villager, and their child was Koshiro, the teacher, and Kuina is his child. The revelation that Kuina's grandfather was Kuzaburo Shimotsuki was a surprising twist. Moreover, the fact that the sword Wado Ichimonji used by Zoro was crafted by Kuzaburo was another startling revelation. As confirmed in SBS, Zoro is indeed related to the Shimotsuki family. His parents are the grandchildren of Ushimaru Shimotsuki's sister. Roronoa Arashi was born to Ushimaru's sister Furiko and Roronoa pin Zoro. Zoro was born to Roronoa Arashi and the daughter of a bandit Tera. The resemblance of Zoro being a one-eyed warrior like Ushimaru Shimotsuki might also be a twist of fate. Interestingly, the names in Zoro's lineage are related to Japanese gambling terms: Pinzoro, Arashi, Tera, Furiko. These might be foreshadowing something significant. Coming in at number 8 is the foreshadowing of Sanji's birth. This foreshadowing has been present since the early stages of the story, bringing true surprises to the plot. The revelation of Sanji being a Prince of Germa was unveiled just before the Wano Country arc, making it a relatively recent development. Were you aware of the numerous foreshadows present in One Piece from its inception? Among the most famous ones are Sanji calling himself Mr. Prince to Crocodile, and Zoro's comment during the Davy Backfight's Groggy Ring saying he seemed like a prince. Additionally, in Chapter 124's cover art, the words secret and the number 1830 are depicted. This 1830 corresponds to the year of France's July Revolution, marking the last year that the title of French royal successor was used. It might have hinted at the last royal successor, a fascinating connection considering France is Sanji's associated country. Furthermore, thinking back, Aokiji's remark about the crew having significant backgrounds, mentioning bone-deep lineage, might have been a foreshadowing. His tone seemed to carry a certain conviction, even while discussing his lax version of justice. At that time, Aokiji was aware of Robin being saved by him and Luffy being Garp's grandson. He might have also known about Dragon and possibly received various stories from Garp. At number 7, we delve into the foreshadowing of Sabo's existence. The joy of Sabo's appearance was truly immense, wasn't it? The seeds of Sabo's storyline were sown back when Ace first appeared in the Alabasta arc. The hidden hints in Ace's tattoo suggested an undisclosed sibling, and the shadow of a cup on the graves of Whitebeard and Ace was part of the foreshadowing for Sabo's eventual appearance in Dressrosa. With the onset of the Summit War, the pasts of Luffy, Ace, and Sabo were explored, leading many to believe that Sabo had perished. This belief underlined why Ace had the tattoo in the first place, to continue Sabo's legacy. In Japan, fans long speculated about Sabo's survival, leading to various theories. Let's discuss some of these fascinating speculations. The most popular theory was that Sabo might be Trafalgar Law, owing to their similar appearances and Law's act of saving Luffy. Another minority theory suggested that Sabo could be Killer, based on their identical hair color and the fact that both concealed their faces. There was also a theory about Bartholomew Kuma harboring Sabo's soul, particularly after Kuma's mechanization, and based on the Straw Hat Crew's pattern of numbers fitting Paw Paw Fruit to the numbers 2 and 9. So, if it was Sabo, that would be the coolest development. So that's the tentative idea that was born. Each of these theories was intriguing, but the way Sabo actually reappeared was the most emotionally impactful and gratifying for the fans. At number 6, we delve into the foreshadowing regarding the true identities of Kuma and Bani. Kuma, despite being a member of the 7 Warlords of the Sea, had a background of despising the world government, and his actions were always shrouded in mystery. Unbeknownst to many, Kuma's deep background included being a former slave and a member of the Buccaneer tribe. This foreshadowing was laid out since his first appearance. His background depicted him walking behind former Celestial Dragon Doflamingo as a former slave, hinting at the complex relationship between Celestial Dragons and slaves. The realization of this truth was a significant shock for fans. It's truly astonishing that such a deep backstory was embedded in his character from the very beginning. The reason behind Kuma's joining the 7 Warlords was for his beloved Bani, who is the daughter of Jinny. Bani was afflicted with the same incurable disease, sapphire scales, that led to Jinny's demise. In his quest to save her, Kuma encountered Vegapunk, the only person with a potential cure. However, the island where the treatment was taking place was under the surveillance of the world government, leading Kuma to be discovered by the 5 Elders and presented with harsh conditions. These included his joining the 7 Warlords, transformation into a cyborg weapon, and the tragic loss of his self-awareness. From this backstory, it was revealed that Bani was actually a child, her adult form being a result of her devil fruit powers, that Kuma belonged to the Buccaneer tribe, and the reasons behind his saving Luffy. The revelations from this crucial backstory were so emotionally heavy that they brought tears to our eyes. At number 5, we have the astounding revelation that Saul is still alive. Ever since the O'Hara flashback was depicted, many fans speculated about Saul's survival, and this was finally confirmed in the Egghead arc. The foreshadowing of Saul's resurrection was cleverly hidden in various elements. The most notable clue was the technique used by Kuzan. 22 years ago in the world of One Piece, in O'Hara, Saul fought against Buster Call to protect Robin, and was ultimately frozen by Kuzan's ice fruit powers. However, the technique Kuzan used on Saul was not Ice Time, but Ice Time Capsule. The name Time Capsule itself hinted at the possibility that Saul's life was not taken. Additionally, the subtitle at that time was To Reach the Future, suggesting the foreshadowing of Saul's survival. The primary interpretation of this subtitle relates to the scholars of Ohara trying to preserve the library's documents for future generations. However, it also seems to imply Saul's survival. Furthermore, a character in Impel Down Level 5 mentioned either dead or cryogenically preserved for the future, adding to the theory of Saul's survival. And in One Piece Chapter 1066 titled The Will of Ohara, and with Shaka's words, Saul's survival was nearly confirmed. The revelation of Saul being alive is truly heartwarming. In the depiction of Saul's survival, he was heavily bandaged, suggesting injuries possibly from Kuzan's attack, frostbite, or the burns from Buster Call. This led to speculation that he might be the Man with Fire Burns. The true identity of the Man with Fire Burns is another exciting aspect to look forward to in the story. Ranked at number 4 is the intriguing background of Shanks. While it's not yet fully confirmed, it's highly speculated that Shanks might be of Celestial Dragon descent. Ever since he stopped the Summit War, there has been an air of mystery surrounding him, and in Film Red, his connection to the Figureland family was suggested. Numerous pieces of information about him have come to light, including being found during the God Valley incident and bearing a striking resemblance to the members of the Figureland Garling family. Furthermore, details from a Vivre card indicate that the bloodlines of former Celestial Dragon Doflamingo and Shanks are both characterized under Lobster, intensifying the theory of his celestial origins. The notion of Shanks being a celestial dragon is truly astonishing. However, many details remain unclear, such as how he ended up in a treasure chest and was found by Roger, and his exact relationship with St. Garling despite their similar appearance. The unveiling of Shanks' secrets promises to be a groundbreaking revelation in the story. Ranked at number 3 is the foreshadowing of Kanjuro's betrayal. This revelation was truly shocking, perhaps even more so for the readers than for Kinemon himself. Kanjuro's real name is Kurozumi Kanjuro, and like Orochi, he was one of the victims of persecution by the Kurozumi clan in Wano country. Born into a family of public performers, he lost his heart when his parents were killed on stage, leaving him only able to live by assuming the roles of others. Meeting Orochi, Kanjuro ended up playing the role of a spy. His line upon revealing his true identity, "There was never a man like me to begin with," was incredibly impactful. Until his true identity was revealed, there were numerous hidden clues about Kanjuro. Firstly, he always drew with his non-dominant hand. His usual clumsy drawings contrasted starkly with the realistic ones he made seriously. Back then, it seemed like a simple quirk, but in hindsight, it's a clear indication. Additionally, the sparrow he drew after the 20-year time leap had a significant meaning. Given his ability to bring drawings to life, he likely used the sparrow to report back to Orochi. There were other suspicious details, like being mentioned as a victim of past persecution and not being a target in Doflamingo's game. Did you know there were hints in the manga's profiles too? Between volumes 92 and 94, Kanjuro's profile image was different each time, hinting that he had many faces, a foreshadowing of his betrayal and inner darkness. Oda's talent for weaving such intricate foreshadowing and surprising readers at the end is truly remarkable. Now, let's move on to the announcement of the second place. Taking the second spot is the tale of the Crew's Mark. It was a mark initially devised to defeat Crocodile, but it ended up being used in an unexpected and touching way. Originally, this mark was Zoro's strategy to counteract Bon Curé's clone fruit ability. The idea was simple. If in doubt, remove the bandage and show the cross mark on the arm to each other. This tactic successfully exposed Bon Curé disguised as Usopp. Without this plan, they might have been deceived by Bon Curé in disguise. Afterward, during the battles with Baroque Works, stopping a bomb, defeating Crocodile, and escaping the Navy, the mark was no longer used, and most readers had forgotten about it. Then came the memorable scene of parting with Vivi. The entire crew raised their arms, showing the mark to Vivi, conveying the message, we are all comrades. Recalling Vivi's shared experiences and feelings, it was indeed a moving moment. And now, let's move on to the announcement of the first place. And now for the most shocking twist at the top of our foreshadowing list, the human fruit mythical Zoan model Nika. It was a moment that turned over 25 years of established norms for every One Piece reader. The revelation that Luffy's devil fruit wasn't the gum fruit, but was something else entirely, left us all in awe. However, some fans speculated whether the hints about Nika were an afterthought, as the term only emerged during the Wano Country arc and wasn't explicitly mentioned by Oda-sensei earlier. But it turns out that the clues pointing to the devil fruit being something other than the gum fruit were subtly laid out from the series' beginning. The depth of Oda-sensei's planning from the very early stages of the story is truly astonishing. Let's explore what kind of foreshadowing is present. Firstly, the initial foreshadowing can be traced back to Volume 1 of the One Piece manga, where Luffy eats the devil fruit. After becoming unable to swim, Luffy doesn't seem downcast. Instead, a fishmonger even remarks how much happier he seems. This minor depiction might suggest the later revelation that Zoan-type devil fruits have a will of their own, and possibly Luffy's cheerfulness was influenced by the human fruit model Nika. Moreover, in Volume 2, the table of contents subtly notes that Luffy isn't a rubber man, but rather stretches like rubber. This suggests that the devil fruit Luffy consumed wasn't the gum fruit, but was a different fruit with rubber-like abilities. Additionally, references to the sun god are sprinkled throughout various scenes. Interestingly, Nika is another name for the rubber tree, believed to be inhabited by the spirit of the sun. This raises the possibility that Oda-sensei had planned the rubber equals Nika equals sun god connection from the beginning. It's intriguing to ponder when exactly Oda-sensei decided on the existence of Nika. So that brings us to the end of our discussion for today. How did you find it? It was truly fascinating to explore the various foreshadowings in One Piece, the shocking, the betrayals, and the heartwarming moments. That's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.